Welcome, and thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's Whiskey Reviews. As the title would suggest, I am Mike, and this is Billy.
He's the good-looking one, I'm the handy one.
And today we bring you the Macallan 12-year-old sherry cask.
Hello.
43% ABV. A bottle you bought today, Billy.
I did buy that today.
Why don't you tell the people a little bit about the bottle and what you think of it?
Things I love about this bottle. It's smooshed. So there's a oh my, I fucking love Macallan bottles.
Oh,
I think he knows this. We talked about this many times.
Good shoulders.
It's not a round bottle, it's an oval bottle. See that? It's an oval bottle. Like when you just hold on to that and pour it into your mama's whiskey cup and she's smoking a cigar, there's nothing better. Nothing better.
Speaking of pouring in a cup, Billy.
Hello.
This, again, is the 43% ABV version, not the 40% version. And I know there's a double cask out there and a couple of other new Macallans, so this is the old...
By the way, sorry, I did a little thing here. The #1 actual badass prosecutor in America just walked by, so I have to be nice to him.
You do?
Yeah, because I might do something bad.
Okay. Billy. Macallan. Known for sherry matured whiskeys, Speyside Distillery.
But however, I think Macallan 12 has another one that's oaky. That's an oak cask, yes?
Well, there is a double wood, which is sherry.
Double wood,
yeah,
yes.
which was sherry matured and ex-bourbon matured. This is just sherried whiskey.
Only sherry, which we are big fans of.
Big fans, sherry. Love the 18. Love the 18. And with Macallan, the only sherried whiskeys you get with an age statement are the 12, which are increasingly hard to find, the 18 and the 25. Everything else is non-age statement or just going away.
Let me say this. Everyone who watches this channel knows, hit the like button, knows that we are humongous fans. We may be the biggest fans of Lagavulin. Smoky Pete. Hit the like button.
But we like sherry.
We love sherry.
Yeah.
We love sherry. If there was a girl named Sherry and she hit on me, I would marry her probably.
Despite what you look at, just sight unseen.
Yeah, I don't even care what she looks like. Sherry, if you're out there, come get me, baby.
All right, Billy, so what are we getting on this Macallan Speyside Distillery age statement 12-year-old sherry whiskey?
Here's what I feel like. I feel like a 12-year-old kid, and I'm on the dock, I'm at the ocean, and I'm fishing for tarpon, and just the...
What's sherried? And it's Oloroso sherry. It's the fruity sherry, not the sweet sherry. It's not sweet, it's fruity.
It's literally delicious. It's like the best day you've ever had, and then you were naked on top of it.
I am also getting honey.
Oh yeah, vanilla.
Vanilla for sure.
Cinnamon a little bit.
Yeah, some spice. Well, yeah, you know, the front flavors are sherry, fruitiness, and then honey's kind of like the next layer. Yeah. But you're right, spice is off in the background.
Definitely. And you know, everyone who watches our channel, at this point we have 70 videos or something. So everyone who watches our channel knows that Mike and I both have different palates. But I'm definitely getting like a little cinnamony, like a sweet cinnamon though. I don't want to say like a
You get a raisin?
Absolutely.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe more date.
Just something dark.
There's something
dark and dense.
There's something savory. Not sweet, but savory.
Oh, it's good nose.
This is a beauty whiskey.
At roughly,
What was this?
I think this was 50. You bought it. I think you said it's $55 plus tax.
54, 55. I don't know.
You can basically get about 5 to 6 of the 12-year-olds for what you can buy the 18-year-old here in Columbus, Ohio.
However, we have in the safe an 18-year-old yet?
Yes, 93.
93. If you guys want to buy it, let us know. We'll sell it to you for a very expensive price. There's no wrong questions, just questions we condescendingly laugh at when we're not talking to you.
And Billy, this is our 365th day of doing reviews. Tomorrow,
shut your mouth.
Tomorrow will be an actual year. So.
First snow of the year.
Yeah.
In Ohio. First snow of the year.
Crazy. Sprinkle.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I played in it.
But we've been doing this 365 days. There you go.
We fight all the time. If you've seen us off camera, you would. It's ridiculous.
We hate each other. I'm kidding. Anyway.
It was his turn to give. Yeah.
Back to the whiskey. Okay, so again, really, really good nose. Billy, why don't you give a little sip and tell me what you're getting on the palate? And again, I am picking up basically, it's sherried, little bit of wood spices in the background, definitely some honey, definitely some vanilla, Definitely a nice fruity sweetness, but not too sweet. More fruity than sweet. Of these fantastic not Pedro Menez, Oloroso sherry casks. Oloroso only. Made up from a vat of about 50 different barrels. Billy, what do you get on the palate? Give it to me.
There's a little heat there, which I didn't expect. I did not expect that. There's a little heat there, right at the back of the mouth. I'm definitely getting an orange. Like not an orange like you bite into an orange, like the rind of the orange. I'm still getting all that sweet, like vanilla, caramel. There's a nuttiness there. I don't want to say hazelnut, but it's like a really sweet nuttiness. Maybe that's my palate is confusing itself with the caramel and the nut at the same time. This is a great whiskey. Wow, very complex. I can still feel the tangle a little bit.
A lot spicier on the palate than on the nose.
Oh yeah.
You pick up a lot more spice. There's a few spices,
but it's not like a heavy spice. For me, it was a really sweet spice.
I said cinnamon on the nose, but I think it's like clove.
Oh.
Maybe allspice. I think it's more of that than cinnamon. Yeah. I tend to go to cinnamon when I think spice. I don't know why. I think a lot of whiskeys have cinnamon, but
it's a softer sort of spice. It's not so, demonic like some spices are. Just
I'm getting raisin. I'm getting honey. I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting
that datey sort of.
I think when I say raisin, when I say prune, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's a prune. It's not. I figured we were saying that when I said raisin, you said date. We were saying the same thing, but it's a prune. I still think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's good call. Good call.
Mike.
Palate's coming around. Palate's coming around. I like it.
I'm learning.
Wow. Yeah. It's a prune.
Was it good?
With a little bit of ginger, maybe.
There's definitely some sort of
a good whiskey for $55.
Oh God. Oh my God.
And if any of you watch our channel, you're obviously Scotch fans. You know the Macallan. They even call it the Macallan. It's not just Macallan, like Lagavulin.
By the way, it's the Ohio State is playing Penn State right now as we speak.
35-20.
They were losing last time we saw.
Everyone's hating it here in Columbus.
Haters.
Some questionable play calling, or some questionable officiating in that game, by the way. All right, so back to the whiskey. 12-year-old Macallan, hard to find. Very well-known whiskey. Really happy we still have a good availability of this here in the States. Shame we haven't brought it to you before.
True.
Along with Glendronach 12, it is the staple of a entry-level sherry whiskey, and we're going to compare them later. Anyway, Billy, let's get back to it with water. See if it opened it up.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to score it before I even do the water.
Is it a big limb or thin limb?
I mean, I'm a big guy.
Like a tree limb?
Maybe like a trunk. I'm going to go out on a trunk.
I'm going to go out on some steel
I
beam.
love this whiskey. Listen, I didn't know we were going to do this today. He sent me a message earlier this morning, and he's like, hey, go pick this up.
I got it like that. I mean, fortunately, my whiskey co-host here, I just tell him to go get a whiskey, and he gets it. On the nose, I do get a little bit more of the spices. I do get it is fruitier on the nose once you add a little bit of water. Oh man, such a nice. It softened it up. Not as much. No cinnamon anymore. Billy, you want to say something?
I do get that. I still get that cinnamon. Holy shit!
What do you think?
Most people who watch our videos, everyone who watches our videos, basically, I don't like adding anything to a good whiskey. This is my bottle. I'll probably give it to Mike.
Sure, bottle.
Literally, an ice cube, like that. The water in this. In my opinion, my palate, my limited little tiny baby palate. Holy crap! I really enjoy that with water. Like, and I know you don't put much in. He does like a little baby cap full. You see it. You're on the video. Wow, that made. I mean, that's a great whiskey on its own. Great whiskey on its own. But that just little teeny bit of water, like, holy fuck, bro. Holy. So go.
definitely more spice on the tongue. Even with the water, I feel like it opened up. It's definitely fruitier.
Definitely fruitier.
And I think that's why they make two versions. I think that's why they make the 43%, which is what we're reviewing,
right,
and a 40%. Because I know 40% is the minimum, and I look down on it because I figure you don't get as much. Because I'll water down if I want. That's what I feel.
Right.
But I got to tell you, a lot of whiskeys taste really good at that 40% level.
Yeah.
And I think this is a whiskey.
I agree. Yeah.
It's just this is a rare scenario where you're gonna eat, you're gonna put a few drops in. Both are good.
Where are you at with the water?
I think it's fruitier and spicier with the water. It opened it up.
Better before or better after?
It's a hard call.
Better before or better after?
Better taste and smell after the water. And
Same.
And this is the reason why. It was comparatively, it was slightly closed off.
Yeah.
Slightly. Maybe they're onto something bottling at 40%. Maybe it's a more accessible whiskey at 40% than is at 43.
I would love to try the 40, by the way.
Well, yeah, we'll try to bring that to you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different one.
If we can get it, if we can find it here in Ohio. If not, send it to us. We'll do it.
But you know, I don't think you're losing anything if you go with the 40% one. This is a really nice whiskey. Most Macallans are at that 43% ABV. At least the age statement ones are. And it's
we never talked about
whiskey.
We didn't talk about the legs. I'm sorry.
Or
the color.
Yeah, you're right. Natural color. Mm-hmm. Natural color on the Macallans. At least that's what they say on the box.
Supposedly. It
says age 12 years, natural color. Okay, so yes, but you know, it is a, forgive us, it's a dark whiskey. You can see it here. It's not as dark as 18, understandably so, but it's a dark whiskey.
Listen, this is a big day for us. Ohio State is playing Penn State. We're trying to do these reviews. We're trying to look at the game.
When we started this channel, Penn State beat Ohio State up. And now we're doing it a year later, and Penn State's beating Ohio State up again.
What? In the fucking dome?
In the shoe. God, it's terrible. So, Billy, where are you at as far as the score?
Baby.
It's good whiskey.
Baby. I love this whiskey.
I'll tell you what score I'm going to give it. Before I tell you what the score is, I'm going to tell you my reason.
Okay.
Lagavulin.
I love that. You know what I love about that? He's going to give you all the information and then just drop knowledge.
In my opinion, Lagavulin 16 is the standard for a nice peated.
It's our favorite, absolute favorite whiskey. It's our, you know this. Hit the like button. You know that we love Lagavulin.
So as a peated standard, I give it a 90.
Yeah.
Just like the Balvenie, or I digress. This I think is the standard for a nice sherry matured aged whiskey. I was thinking more 89, but now I think it's an underappreciated whiskey. That's hard to say for Macallan.
Right.
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 100. I really enjoy this Macallan 12. It was my first heavily sherried whiskey, and one that, you know, like the Glenlivet 18. You have it early in your whiskey journey, and you move on to other things, and it's staring in the face every time you go in the store, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember my old friend.
Right.
And then when you go back to it, you think like, wow, I really had a great whiskey early on.
Right. So I'm going to go with
90 out of 100.
The year I graduated high school, 91.
Nice.
I'm going 91 on this.
It's a great whiskey.
No, hold on. Before we did the water, I would take this at like an 89 or 90. Mm-hmm. The water actually made it better for me. So I'm at 91, Mike. I'm at 91.
Can I tell you a funny story about water?
You're very handsome.
Funny story about water. We did a Glendronach 12, and when I was pouring not out of the cap, but out of the bottle, and I had poured a ton into Billy's glass. Watch the Glendronach 12. I think it's 66 or 68, something like that. And I had poured a ton of water into it. And at the time, I kind of forgot that I did it. But then one of the commenters mentioned, hey man, you poured a ton of water in there. And the facial expression you made afterwards, I did like, ooh, shit, that's way too much water. Anyway, I tried to pour one time out of the bottle. I will never try to do that again. It was the Glendronach 12. I absolutely watered down your whiskey. But funny stuff. Whoever what it was that mentioned that, it was a really good time.
South Africa. They love us.
Yeah, we want to give little small tidbits at the end of videos, just as far as we get from our analytics.
Yeah.
And South Africans, you watch our videos for the longest duration. You stay tuned in for an average of over 9 minutes.
I would like to say thank you. I would like to say thank you. I would like to say share and hit the like button, please. You're watching it already. Hit the like button.
Cost you nothing.
Share it.
Cost you nothing.
Comment. He loves talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Seriously. And especially when you're halfway around the world. Are you kidding me?
I don't care where you are. It's fun talking to you. I find it interesting talking to people from overseas.
There was a guy that talked smack.
Oh, don't worry about that. That was way back. That was way back in.
Can I give a shout out because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Mike and Malted Man Cave are going to have a little get together. I'm going to be working. Unfortunately, I can't get there. I wish I could. Malted Man Cave, I definitely want to hang out with you soon. Please, let's make that happen. But tomorrow's just full for me, and Mike's going to take care of you guys, obviously. Anything you want to say, Mike?
We hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, we would like to wish you
happy drinking.
Happy drinking.